so different. Who are you under there?
I'm vengeance.
I can't believe the wait is finally over. The Batman is my most anticipated movie of 2022, and I don't think I have ever waited for a movie this much. Like, literally, I've never waited for a movie this much. So it's finally here. I watched it, and here is my review for The Batman. I know there are a lot of burning questions in everybody's mind related to this film. If you want to know anything about it, you can ask me in the comment section and I will answer every question that does not have plot details or spoilers as the answer. Let us start the Batman review where I will explain all the major points in brief because there are a lot of points to go through. A lot of haters did not want Robert Pattinson to play the role of Batman, but I have watched him in a lot of other movies besides Twilight and he is an amazing actor. And I am so relieved to tell you guys that Robert Pattinson nails it to the damn core of the earth as Batman. He was phenomenal. His Batman is so different than the previous versions and the way Robert plays the role keeps the character fresh and alive. His character design for Bruce Wayne would not have been my choice, but I understand why Matt Reeves went with it, because a man who barely sleeps does look like that. I'm gonna be straight up on this one. Zoe Kravitz is the best Catwoman to date. Yes, she was even better than Michelle Pfeiffer. However, both the versions of Catwoman are vastly different than each other, but something about Zoe Kravitz just puts the character's charisma to another level. And she just doesn't feel cheesy like Pfeiffer's version was. She is always on point with Catwoman's femininity and she never crosses the line. Paul Dano's Riddler can't be compared to other versions of the character. He's just way too different and his character development in this film is going to be something of a conversation generator. He goes down as one of the best Batman villains to ever evolve out of a single Batman project, if not the best, because this is strong competition. But oh boy, the Riddler is crazy, literally crazy. The things that Riddler does in this movie are just mind-blowing. I won't be shocked if people talk more about the Riddler than the Batman himself. Besides Batman, Catwoman and Riddler, I can say there are incredible character developments for every other character because of course this is not a TV series, but Jeffrey Wright knocks it out of the park as Commissioner James Gordon. Andy Serkis as Alfred Pennyworth was quite a weird choice when I thought about it earlier, but I think he was great too. And Colin Farrell as Penguin? His performance was amazing and so was his transformation, but I need to watch him more because he does not have loads of screen time in this one. With a whopping runtime of nearly 3 hours, the plot gets loads of time to be shaped perfectly, and Matt Reeves just explodes with his directing abilities. He proved he can make amazing movies from the Planet of the Apes trilogy, but he just goes nuts with the Batman. The plot that he has developed here is downright crazy in a good way. I mean, I loved it. There are so many twists and turns that I hope everybody likes it the way I did, because these plot twists may be controversial. This movie is a mix of Seven, Zodiac Killer, Godfather, The Dark Knight, Goodfellas, and Silence of the Lambs. The story is incredible, and there are lots of separate plot lines for different plot points. This is the most accurate representation of Gotham ever. I have never seen a Gotham this perfect. That is so comic accurate. This is the darkest and grittiest Gotham. Gotham was always a corrupted city ran by mobs with so many public issues with the citizens. This represents it in the perfect manner. I thought Joker did it really good, and Batman is also doing it quite great. But the architectural development of Gotham is what is really steals the show here. It's just amazing. It's the best Gotham. Greg Fraser is one of the best cinematographers working in Hollywood right now, and this movie is the proof of it. The Batman is the most gorgeous superhero movie ever in terms of cinematography. Not in terms of visual effects, I mean the visual effects are great too, but in terms of cinematography, Batman nails it. The use of lights and camera is what makes this immensely dark film immensely beautiful at the same time. All the scenes are shot incredibly. This was his best work to date. Yes, even better than his Oscar-nominated work in Dune. Michael Giacchino is going to evolve himself to Hans Zimmer status this year. The Batman theme perfectly reflects on the detective aspect of the film. The music completely resembles with what is happening in this film. The themes for every character are amazing, and this is also hands down one of the best scores for a superhero film. DC never disappoints with the music in their films, and man, this is one of their all-time best, at least top 3. I still need to process it. Yes, this movie throws light on the detective aspect of Batman, but don't worry my friend, the stealth aspect does not overshadow the combat of the film. The action scenes of this film are very well done. Now, I'm not saying there were huge massive action sequences in terms of scale, but the fight choreography is John Wick level good. It's so good, and seeing Batman in his super furious mode is everything I wanted from the action scenes in this film. Heard a lot of good things about the film? Here is something which is mediocre. The pacing of the film is not bad, but it is not superb either. The first act begins it all. It starts setting up the central story along with introducing different characters and setting the base of the plot twist which will arrive in the rest of the film. The second act just blasts off. It was downright as an amazing second act in terms of the stakes of it. It was a heated one. The second act was so good that the third act just does not live up to that level, even though the third act was incredible. The Batman lives up to the hype. It was my most anticipated movie and it exceeds my sky-high expectations. I can definitely say it is one of the best superhero films ever made. Is it better than The Dark Knight? I don't know yet. I need to rewatch it, but there are chances of it being better than The Dark Knight. But we'll just have to wait and see how much of an impact it has on rewatches. So, overall, I'm giving this film an incredible 9.6 out of 10, hereby concluding my review for the film. If you have any burning questions, I'm ready to answer them in the comment section below. No spoilers, please. No spoilers. So that was my Batman review. A lot of Batman coverage is coming up on my channel, so be sure to subscribe and like. Thank you for watching, and be sure to check out The Batman in cinemas March 1st.